All right, so we're back in the garage today on this really nice Saturday morning. And my plan of attack for today is I want to get this rear license plate frame bracket painted up, as well as the tow hooks. When I was at the body shop, they kind of overlooked that stuff. So I already got the plate bracket that's already done in primer. I do have to still sand the tow hooks down, but we're gonna get started on that. And then once that's done, I can start working on some other things, because I don't have to worry necessarily about covering the Buick and all that stuff, because I don't want to have any risks of overspray and things like that. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so got the tow hooks scuffed up, cleaned up. I used this Dremel guy here to get inside here where the actual I had actually used the tow hooks for their intended purposes when I transported the car a couple times. So I wanted to make sure that I got down to clean metal and stuff. And then for the rest of it, I used this bad boy just to kind of go around, scuff it up. We're gonna shoot some primer, and then ultimately some trim black on everything. All right, so here's some of the stuff that came in. You can see the one lower ball joint. That was because, unfortunately, when I was taking apart the front subframe, I tore the boot on it. The ball joint was new, but they don't sell the boot separately. So better safe than sorry. Just ordered another one. I got some M6, I think they are, lock nuts for various things. Some M8 washers, and then a whole order of stuff from Z-Spec for the ARC titanium strut bar to replace the titanium hardware in that. And then these are the firewall grommets for the heater and evaporator. So we'll start working on some of that stuff. So the plan of attack is to swap out the blue stuff that I had here, all this blue, to purple. And on the underside of the car, I'm just going to use the colored washers with like the stainless hardware, just because you're not really going to see this stuff. I mean, I'll know it's there, but most people aren't even going to see that. So I'm not going to go crazy using the better, like the full colored hardware from like Z-Spec or Dress Up Bolts or anything like that. The tow hooks are now all painted up nice, as is the license plate bracket. So those look good. They're all refreshed. Paint's drying. They got a couple coats on them there, so they look way better than the white that was sticking out. So now what's nice is I could put the back bumper back onto the car. So yeah, things are shaping up. So I'm gonna swap out some hardware, plug away a little bit more on this morning, and then I got some adulting to do. I'm gonna mow the lawn and shit like that. So all right, stay tuned. All right, so got the nice purple hardware installed wherever I could get it, or I should say wherever it was needed. Even did the ones under here. So yeah, did that. License plate frame brackets looking good. Tow hooks look good. Moving right along. All right, so let me show you guys how the engine bay came out here. Looks really good. I'm pretty excited to unwrap it now and all that good stuff. But yeah, it came out good. So the trans tunnel's done, the frame rails are done. So now I can kind of start getting things, locked back up into the engine bay and all that stuff. So let's get this bad boy untaped, and then we'll go from there. All right, so here it is unmasked. And I think that came out really nice. It looks the part. These lower portions you barely see as it is anyway. once the engine and everything's back in. So this looks the part. I gave it a quick wipe down with some Adams detail spray, just, you know, so it didn't look so dusty and everything else. No overspray. The masking job worked out well, using the 3M like professional grade body shop yellow tape. No issues there. You know, that did its job. So I do have, they just came this week because they were lost at the body shop, the grommets for the heater core. So I've got those, and I even have new ones for the evaporator as well. The other one I took out and popped it up there for when I did my tape off job. But yeah, I mean, it came out, I think, really nice. Like the rails, I think they look the part. So yeah, so we're gonna keep trucking along here. Obviously there's a ton to do, but this was a big portion of you know, me wanting to do this. Like, you know, once the engine came out for the broken motor mount, you know, this had to be done, and I knew it was gonna be time consuming. And it basically took a whole weekend between taping everything, priming, allowing that to dry, and then, you know, getting the pro grade undercoat on there and everything. And, you know, obviously I wanted to tape it off a certain way. I also have from Australia, from, I think it's Right Hand Drive, no, I'm sorry, Fitment Designs, or Fitment Auto something designs. I'll put a link, but I've got the new like heat like material shield thing that sits on the firewall there. That just came this week, as well as a piece or two for the trunk that he makes too. So like I said, the plan is this thing going forward is to get it all back together, 100% done the right way, you know, nothing left unturned. And then this way I could just actually drive and enjoy the car, rather than driving it, working on it, you know, not being able to drive it because I'm working on it. So I want to do this once and be done and just enjoy it. It's going to be legit when it's done. It's just going to take time and a whole shit ton of money. So I'll show you guys some of the parts later, what else came in from PRP and Frenchie's Garage. But yeah, I'm gonna keep chugging along here. All right, so here's one of the things that came in from Fitment Automotive. They're based out of Australia, and they make quality reproduction stuff for the car. So this is that firewall like heat shield thing, and also the piece that goes in the trunk up against the back wall there. So I wanted to get that because mine, I think it's over here somewhere in all of my parts. Yep, here it is. As you can see, mine is, well, it's beat, and that will look like shit. So can't have that. So now we got a new one. So we're gonna get that installed, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, so that is now installed, and that looks awesome. The nice thing is he gives you the push nuts to go over it to secure it in place, brand new. It's also like more of a black in color. I don't know if maybe the original one was too, and it just kind of faded out to gray, but this one is like actually black, and it just looks way better. I'm not gonna put my heater hose grommets in just yet, because I have the kit from Boostock to go to the billet outlets to get rid of the plastic ones, so there's no leaks and failure points there. So I'll hold off on installing those. I don't want to rip them when I go to take the heater core out or anything weird. But yeah, this is another little nice attention to detail piece from Fitment. And it looks the part. So all right, here we go. Keep working. All right, so this is an order from Terra Firma that I did. Love those guys. Super quick on the shipping. Some people complain that they're pricier than others, but we're both East Coast, and when I place an order, I have it in like 2 or 3 days after the fact for just regular like ground mail. So we're gonna refresh the power steering rack. So I got 2 fresh new boots. Got the Nismo rack bushings. Pretty much every bushing in the car now has been turned Nismo. These things here, these are the caps for the anchor point that holds the seatbelt to the body of the car inside, that covers the screws. I don't know what happened with mine, but they're like fucked up. Like they got chewed up. So I saw they had these, bought those. Might try wrapping those in carbon to go with the rest of the interior stuff. I am gonna end up pulling the oil pump off, checking to make sure the bolts are tight in the back, and possibly even replacing it if it seems like it needs to be done. I've got the rack seal kit here, and also this is like the top piece to the rack where the steering shaft bolts on. Mine, the plastic one, I guess got brittle and it broke, so I saw that they had that, so I got that. And I've also got fresh new bolts for the steering shaft joint and stuff itself. I just have to get grab 2 new lock washers for them then. And also, last but not least, when I was taking the fuel injector harness off, a couple of these took flight, so those stupid things are expensive. So I grabbed 2 for now because I think I lost 2. I don't know, maybe I'll find them when I take the rest of the ITBs off or whatever. Hopefully, we'll see. So yeah, I'm going to, I don't even know what's next. I mean, there's so many different directions I can go here. Well, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I do next year, shortly. All right, so we're back working on the GTR today, and the first order of business that I wanted to start with while we still have good weather here in New York is some additional paint stuff that I want to do. So basically what I have here is a Fitment Automotive trunk deck lid liner. I had originally ordered it gray, but decided that I'm going to get rid of the gray and go black. So I've got some SEM paint, interior paint, stuff works great. And we're gonna get this sprayed. I bought some cheap scrubby brushes to help get into the fibers. So after you spray it, you kind of give it like a scrub, and that's supposed to help it stay like soft and pliable and not feel like there's paint on it. So yeah, we're gonna get started on that, and then we're gonna do some of the other trunk pieces too. I had to make a repair or 2 on them, and then I'm gonna power wash them really good and then let them dry, and then we'll also do those as well. All right, so my plan is to kind of divide it in half this way that I can hold it when I give it the scrub with the brushes. So I'm gonna kind of split it, spray half, and then I'll scrub it in, let that kind of like dry and tack up. Then I'll do the other half and scrub that, and then we'll see how it looks from there. If we have to do a second coat or 2, that's what we'll do. So you can kind of see the half. The brush kind of pulled some of the fibers up to their original like natural gray color. So this will probably take a coat or 2, and then what I'll probably do is I'll get one of those like fuzzy trimming machines when it's all said and done, and I'll just kind of trim like these fibers that are like sticking up and out, and it should be good. But you can see it's already blackening up pretty good. All right, so this is after 1 coat, and yeah, the brush is kind of pulled up the fibers a little bit, but that's all right. We're gonna let this dry up a little bit, then we'll do another coat. We'll see how that looks. We'll brush that in. I did notice that this one going a little bit lighter doesn't tend to pull the fibers up as much, but we'll get this. It's already, you know, blackening up pretty good, so we'll get that rolling, and another coat, and then we'll see what it looks like. All right, so this is after the second coat. It's darkening up rather nicely. Gonna hit it with a 3rd coat, and then I think that's probably gonna do it. We'll see how it looks after that.